Today we're going to talk about shearing sheep. Now you're going to ask, why are we making a video about shearing sheep? But we're going to talk about win-win in negotiations. Now I don't know about you, but when I'm negotiating, I want to have a win-win situation. But I want to have this, and on the handouts I'll have this, I want to have a situation where I have a win-win, where my win is bold and in all caps, and the other win is just win. So I'm not saying win-win has to be 50-50, but I'm not going to take advantage of people. So as a leader, I want to encourage you to do this. When you're negotiating, you've got to do your job and make sure that you have everything organized for what do you want. What would a win look like? And I've already told you, if you listen to the videos, I messed up on my first superintendent contract. I was so excited about being a superintendent. I said, yes. Then I was like, okay. I said yes, and I haven't negotiated the contract properly. That was a valuable lesson and an experience for me that put me on a mission of studying negotiating strategies and looking at contracts and talking to people that had really good contracts about how they negotiated, and I learned a lot. I even talked to business people about how they negotiated their contracts. But if you're going to go into a situation where you're negotiating a contract for you or for your company, you need to define before you walk in the door to negotiate, what do you want? What do you really want? What would a 100% win look like? And at the same time, as you compromise, what are the couple things or areas you can negotiate on? But then you've got to have a threshold, though, where you're not going to sell your soul, where if we don't get at least this, this, and this, we're not going to do the deal. It's off. Even though you may want to put this deal together to buy a property, to build a building, to open up a new service line, to merge with another company, whatever it is, you've got to have your non-negotiables. And as a leader, it's going to come back to you. You may have a team of people negotiating and looking at things, but your board, the people you work for, are going to be looking to you. If you're the entrepreneur and the owner, your employees are relying on you to put good deals together so they have security for the future. And they have a bright future and a career, so they don't just have jobs, they have a career with you. Now, the other thing I'd caution you on is there's certain people that will have a little devil on their shoulder. And they will be in a position where they want to take advantage. And there's people that thrive on that. Oh, I really got the best deal. I took advantage of them. There's people that will do that. I'm not going to do that. One thing I've learned in life is you can take advantage of someone today, and they may not be naive in their negotiating and other things. They're going to figure it out in the future. When they do, they're not going to like you anymore. And if you burn bridges, you never know when you'll meet them up again with them in 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You may be in a position where your shelf life's over and you need a job. And now they're a thriving CEO. There's no way in hell they'll hire you because you took advantage of them. So if you have that on your shoulder, you got to find a way to look inside and figure out how to reduce the mental traffic so you don't take advantage of people. It's okay to say, we got what we wanted, but you want them going back happy too. Now that's how this relates to sheep shearing. I can take a sheep and I can shear it. The wool's going to grow back, I can shear it again. Wool's going to grow back, I can shear it another time. But if I skin the sheep, I'm one and done. So if you take advantage of someone, you're one and done with them. They're going to figure it out. So don't do that. But before you go in, make sure, hey, I want to be a superintendent. I want to be the CEO of the hospital. I've got to move. How much do you want to make? What's the package look like? If you're putting a deal together to buy something, you know, what are the protocols and the inspections and all you got to have to make sure it's a good deal for you? What's your bottom line that you're going to say, this is a win-win for me and best for my organization? And two, my board will support me, or if you're the entrepreneur, I'm going to make the best decisions to protect my employees. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I've got to reassure you, no sheep were harmed in making of this video.